Good morning. This is Sandra from the Grey Goose Gourmet Kitchen here in Wayne, Maine, where we're all about pepper jellies. My business is Grey Goose Gourmet, and I make gourmet pepper jellies, all kinds and varieties, started with my mother's family recipe I call the original. So today I am going to be making something with a pepper jelly. We enjoy our pepper jelly with cream cheese and crackers. We enjoy it all the time, as do family and friends, and so many other folks. But I also cook with the pepper jellies. And one of the things that I make when I have pork is a pulled pork. We just love it. Sandwiches, a meal, great leftovers, and so on. So I'm going to be sharing that with you today. So I have one of our favorite pepper jellies. It's called Frog. Frog stands for figs, raspberry, orange, and ginger. This is a jelly that I started a couple years ago, and it's been a huge hit, and it makes the best pulled pork. I use other varieties too, hot apricot or hot if you want to give it some really good kick. But this is my personal favorite, and I think for the whole family. So anyway, this is what we're going to start with. I've got my pork shoulder a pork butt right here. You can use a butt or a shoulder. Both are wonderful. What's nice about them is they have lots of fat on them, and that's important with pulled pork. That really adds to your flavor and makes a really tender pork. So this is about a 7.5, 7¾ pound. So it's over here on my board. I've got my crock pot ready. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just get that started a little bit on low. Also my seasoning, salt and pepper, and onions where we're going to start. So I've got a medium-sized to good-sized onion, and I want to peel this, and I'm going to dice this up. And what I'll do then is the pepper jelly is going to actually go all over that top of that pork. I'm going to have it fat side up, and then I put the pepper jelly on. And once the pepper jelly is all on, the bacon and the onion just stick to it like glue. It's awesome. It works really well. So I'm going to just dice up some onion here. And, you know, the onion just gives it some nice savory flavor, and also these are sweet Vidalia onions, so it's a just great onion to work with. Use it for everything. You could use red onion, it really doesn't matter, whatever your preference is. So I've got some onion there. Let me think. I'm going to add just a little bit more. I never have enough onion. And then let's see, just roughly chopped. You won't even know what's in the pork when it's all finished. There we go. That's enough. Okay, so I've got the onion ready. So let me go get the bacon. All right, so we've got the bacon. We'll get to this in just a second. But right now, we're going to put the pork in the crock pot. So I've started to open this already. Ooh. Oh. So in the crock pot it goes. Wow, it takes up the whole crock pot. Get rid of this. Just wash my hands here. So I started the business it's been 5 years ago. Hard to believe. In May of 2014, and we've come a long ways. And that includes methods of making the pepper jellies and everything. This is probably, I don't know, I've done a handful of videos, my son and I, my son being the cameraman, and we did one a while ago, and I must say that some of my techniques and procedures were not 100%, but we've come a long ways, and I can assure you things have improved greatly, and as we say, every day is a learning day, all through our lives. Anyway, okay, so the pork is in. I'm going to season this with some salt and pepper. There's plenty of salt. You can always add more later. Some nice freshly ground pepper. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to take the frog pepper jelly. So this is really fresh. I just made this batch a few days ago. Look at that, great color, it's so yummy. We love this too with a baked brie. delicious. Okay, so I'm going to, with this, because this is almost close to 8 pounds, this is really going to get the whole jar of pepper jelly. I don't skimp on it at all. With this size pork, you really want to get all that wonderful flavor in there. This will add to all the juices. And when it's all done cooking, I'm going to have it on low for about, this is going to be about a 10-hour cook. And when this is all finished, it'll look like a lot of juices, but once you shred this pork, it's just a perfect amount. So, I think I've got about all of it on here. Wonderful, there we go. So that's done. Give a rinse here. All right. So, that's taken care of. Let's get this out of the way. I am going to now take my bacon. So I've got a 12-ounce package. This is a fruitwood smoked uncured bacon. So whatever bacon you have, love, of course, the smoked and uncured is nice. Take some of this bacon, and I'm probably going to use a good half of this bacon. Should get another knife here. Take this. Yep, put that right down here. Cut these into pieces about the size of the onion. That should be good. I don't want to overdo it. About half that package. So about, I don't know, 6 ounces here, maybe a little bit more. So I'm going to start with the bacon, and I am just going to put it on the top of this pork. It's nice. It's sticking all to the pepper jelly. It's great. And just casually, and I'm going to come over here. I'm going to take those onions. Woo. Put those all over the top. Grab a little more. This is going to be so good. Oh, I love the smell of the bacon. There, that's good. All right. So, it's all on the top. Now, you could put on other seasonings on that pork. You could rub it in. If you want to give it a little more heat, you know, add your hot sauce, your hot powders, whatever you choose. You could put other seasonings on too, but I don't know. I kind of like the pulled pork. The simpler, the better. Love the bacon, the onion. I think that's all it needs, along with the frog pepper jelly, because truly everything's in the jar. All right, so this is all set. I'm going to just put the top on. All right, I've got it on low. Yep, it's warming up. And that is about it for now. So this is going to do its thing. As they say, set it and forget it. Now I get to go out and go in the garden, and actually I have to make some batches of pepper jelly. So that's what's in store for today. But it's early in the morning. We'll be back later this afternoon and share with you the wonderful results with the pulled pork with the frog pepper jelly. Again, fig, raspberry, orange, and ginger. Everything's in the jar. So anyway, we'll see you a little bit later. Thanks for watching. Hey, we're back. I have made the pulled pork with the frog pepper jelly, and it's been cooking now on low for about 10 hours. This was almost an 8-pounder, remember? So it's looking amazing, and it smelled so good. The aroma in this house today has been amazing. So I'm going to turn it off, unplug it. So this, I haven't lifted this lid the entire time. So we are going to take the lid off. Oh my gosh, this looks so great. Yay. So a lot of juices in here. You can see the bacon and the onions have semi-caramelized here. All the drippings have gone down in. So Crockpots, let me just mention. So our Crockpot here, I've got several Crockpots. Some are slightly different on the cooking. This has been 10 hours on low. My other Crockpot is a little slower. It maybe have to cook another half hour, but so just know that going in. When this starts to break apart really easily, you know it's done. If you're running out of time and you have a smaller pork, of course, you'll have to adjust the time, back down on it. But again, this was about 10 hours for almost an 8-pound pork butt. The other thing is, if you're running out of time though, 4 or 5 hours on high will also work. Although my preference is always to do it on low. I think you're getting a better cook. You're ultimately just getting a more tender pork. So anyway, I've got 2 nice forks here. I'm just going to start to separate all of this pork. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. Look at that. That is just wonderful. Tearing apart really nicely. Now it looks like there's a lot of juices in here, but let me just tell you, when this is all broken up and the bone is taken out, it is going to all soak in. Don't worry about the fat. It's all going to just break down. Most of it is all in liquid form here. And oh my gosh, I love it. So, and the longer it sits, the more it'll absorb, the pork will absorb those liquids and all be mixed in. So just be careful with this because it's still really, really hot. But I just want to break it up really nicely. So tonight we're going to have pulled pork sandwiches. I have got some wonderful brioche buns. It would also be nice on ciabatta buns, but any burger bun would be wonderful. We'll probably toast them first and then put these on. Now, see, I've got the big bone here, the butt bone. So we're gonna take that out. Oh, look at that. Woo. All right, so that's out. And we'll continue doing a little more shredding. Yum. Now, what I love about this too is after tonight's dinner, we're gonna have definitely leftovers. And I'm gonna put some of the leftover in the fridge so we can have more. This is also gonna be really nice over some noodles, some pasta of some sort, even rice with a vegetable and so on. But then the other thing is, once this is cooled, whatever you have left, and you want to put some away, freeze it. It freezes beautifully. Put this into some small containers, labeled and dated, and pull this out at some point, thaw, and then just give a reheat. You should have plenty of moisture still in it. I don't expect you'll have to add any more liquids to it, but just look how nice this is. Oh my gosh, the smell is amazing. I'm gonna have to test this. The best part. Okay, this is nice and broken up. There might be a few big pieces still in here, but I think I've really got the majority. Just takes a couple of minutes. All right, there it is. Oh, one more stir in here. And again, this was made with a frog pepper jelly, which again is big raspberry, orange, and ginger. But this would be so nice with a hot pepper jelly too, or a hot apricot. Okay. Yum. All right. Time to test. It's gonna be really hot though. Ah. Oh, it's so good. It's definitely a little hot still, but oh my God, the flavor. Woo! Delicious. I highly recommend this. You know, while this was cooking, I was doing a little gardening, a little watering, did some errands, went to the grocery. You know, so you just set it and forget it, and then you have this wonderful dinner. Let it become a lunch. Gosh, wouldn't this be nice a little bit with this, with some eggs in the morning? Oh, I can definitely see that. Little scrambled eggs or a fried egg with a little pulled pork. Oh, delicious. Anyway, I really thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and you go ahead and experiment yourself, give it a try. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. You can see what we're doing here in the Grey Goose Gourmet Kitchen. Also, check out our website. I've got a website. We've got pepper jellies. I've usually got at least 12 to 14 varieties on at any given time. We sell it anywhere in the continental US. It's free shipping with a 2-jar minimum, and they go out priority mail, and you'll have them within days. So again, my name's Sandra. We're at the Grey Goose Gourmet Kitchen, the home of Grey Goose Gourmet Pepper Jellies. Thank you again for following us. Take care, everybody. I think I have to have another bite. Oh my. So good.